First things first most is, we have a lot of vendors and even players will be able to pop up little player stalls in the world. So the environment team has been working on a lot of cool things of this sort, and you're going to see a lot of different styles of these. We've shown off quite a few different ones in the past as well, and then also the cloth that's on them. I love how like this one specifically like drapes on these poles, which looks really beautiful, and the fact that we can like swap out those textures. So right now, you have this like white cloth with like red stripes, but they can always swap those out to be other things as well, which has been really neat seeing all the different customizations you can have with stalls as well.
Yeah, this is Adam Will, I believe, worked on these particular stalls, and yeah, the cloth looks good. I think there was maybe an old iteration of these particular stalls that he brought up to speed from a material and just, I guess, adjusting the model a bit. Obviously the key to cloth is folds, and you can see there's some added folds in some of these in the cloth. But I think the caravan one you're going to show next is really. I wish we had a before and after on the old caravan to what Adam Will brought it up to.
Oh yeah, for real. It's
If
such a
someone
big
can
change.
toss it to me really fast, maybe I can show it. But or maybe we can show it on our next live stream if
Yeah.
we remember to snag that and do like a
We need to
quick
show
before
them
and
in
after.
motion too,
Yeah.
because all the little doodads and chains and stuff are really cool.
Or I'm
Um,
I'm certain someone from the community will end up doing it for us.
I saw No Fox Gaming or No Fox Given Gaming ask, will the cloth be static? So I assume you mean with regards to like simulating cloth physics. There's a lot of cloth that's in the game, particularly when it comes to armor and NPCs or players, where we have simulated cloth physics. Some of the building pieces will likely have more static looking cloth. For example, I believe this cloth does not have a simulated physics on it, but there'll be a blend of the two. To
Yeah,
answer
just
your
keep in
Yeah.
question.
mind that kind of stuff is really expensive, so we need to kind of pick and choose where we choose to put it.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
gonna say it's very
animate every
performance.
cloth.
That's more of a performance thing too. Is like if every piece of cloth is moving. It's much different when you're making like a single player game. Whenever you have an MMO with like hundreds of thousands of people on a server, it gets a little crazier, and especially if those people
Hundreds
are
of
all spread
thousands.
out.
Damn, we're gonna have some big castles use this. No,
Yeah. Well, hopefully. Um, Moving on to this caravan, which Stephen kind of talked a little bit about. This is a different style, and you can also see two different versions of this here. If you wanted to continue on that train of thought you were talking about before.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I wish we had a before and after. I mean, it's a completely different model, really. Looks
Yeah, I think
like,
it looks completely different.
but a lot of adjustments made here. I think it's a great example. I think it really looked very good. It captures kind of that medieval fantasy presence, that we're traditionally used to seeing. The cloth looks great with the additional folds that were added, and you can see some stylization that he put into the beams that hold the cloth. We're not 100% obviously. We're not on the far side of the realism spectrum. So I think it's cool to see that little bit of accent and character added to the piece.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're creating some, semi-fantasy world. I think it's fun. I like the idea of going into that stuff. Or Steven's explaining away stuff with magic. Anything else y'all want to talk about on this front? I like the little chair in the one version, like the like upgraded version with like the cover on it, little window. Very cute.
Yeah.
And then we have
My
waterfalls.
boy Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you had seen what our waterfalls looked previously compared to what they look now, it's just like night and day.
Don't judge
These
him
look
for
like
his
real
camera work
waterfalls.
either. He's no Tristan in regards to that.
Yeah.
But Jim has upgraded our particle effects night and day, and he's starting to sort of attack the environment now, and just what he's able to do with making it more performant. What this looked like before was extremely expensive for the client to render, and now what he's got looks about 10 times better and is also way more efficient. So it was really great to see
Yeah, and once
his
Adam
progress.
gets to do a pass on the audio for like making it, oh, it's gonna be so beautiful. I just want to stand there. And the interaction for players, like when you walk through it, that effect. cool to see that. Anything else you want to
Yeah.
add on that front, Stephen?
No, I mean, Jim is a very talented artist and, very technically minded as well. So when those two things come together from a single individual, it's always very beneficial for the project because, not only are they making things look nice, but they're also cognizant of performance. So that's a
Yeah.
good thing.
And he definitely does that. I think even when he was looking back at like some of the particle effects for the classes, he was like, "Hey, this is taking up way too much on performance. Let's, edit it down." I also really love if you like pay attention closely, you can see how some of the water is like splashing onto the side of that rock. Like that's cool, seeing that type of like physics being
I see
portrayed.
Notorious Soul asks in chat, will the release of UE5 have any impact on AOC? So
Oh, we have that in our
just to give you
Q&A.
guys, yeah, I know it's in our Q&A, but here we'll reach a larger audience, I think, than those who visit the Q&A. Oh, we have it in the Q&A. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, no,
I'll
go
wait
for
to
it
answer
though.
that to the Q&A. No,
We
no,
can
it's
answer
okay.
it twice, man. Go for it.
All right, well, I'll just answer it now. Obviously, as a project in development, we're always keeping up to date as we can in moving forward with different engine upgrades and updates that are made. It's very beneficial for the project in general. With regards to the new Unreal Engine, it's obviously something that we take a look at. I mean, it's something that we're going to evaluate as we do with all new technology. Um, and when we have an answer kind of in the future for whether or not that's something we can possibly migrate the project towards, we'll let you guys know. Right now, there's no definitive answer on that front. We're still going to wait and see. It's a ways off before even a preview is available to developers from Epic. But it's very promising, what it looks like. I think it's a pretty cool, yet again, another cool thing out of Epic Unreal that they're working on. They're really, a benefit, a blessing to, I think, games and development in general with their commercial engine. So it's something we're watching.
Yeah. I mean, we've answered that question before in the past. So we've definitely continually said when it comes to new tech, when ray tracing came out, people were asking us about that. We're on it, man. We're definitely checking out all those things, seeing how we would like to incorporate those and whether we should or not, especially at different development phases. So we're keeping an eye on it.